I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. Tinted window screaming after law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me. 1998, they trying to throw the book at me. Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a... I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Malcolm Jamal Warner's wife finally breaks her silence. He was already gone before he hit the ocean. Salute to the chat. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. Now, many of y'all have been sending me different things on the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner. And I said, okay, let me give the people what they want. So I've done a little homework, and I'll share with y'all what I came up with. Let me read this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Salute to the chat. I will come down there and entertain the chat. Appreciate you becoming a member, Chris Green. Appreciate you for becoming a member. And I do have a goal on this demonstration, and that goal is 15 super stickers or super chats. So it could be 8 super stickers, 7 super chats. Y'all get the message. Y'all get the point. But if you click on the $ symbol, then you will be able to purchase a super sticker or a super chat. So that's my goal for this demonstration. Now, drop a 1. Drop a 1. If you feel like Malcolm Jamal Warner's death is something shaky. It's something wrong. Drop a 1. Drop a 2 if you feel like it was normal. One thing about black folks, let me just say this. Let me keep it real with y'all. One thing about black folks, every time a black person die, y'all know how we do. It was something behind it. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. And then in some cases, it do be something behind it, but not all cases. Not all cases. Thank you, Shank. I could not figure out how to become a member for nothing. Now, thank you, Chris Green, but you're welcome. Now, there's a lot. Okay, so now, of course, Jaguar Wright has been saying things about Malcolm. Also, his wife. Now, many people believe Regina King is his wife. No, they dated. Many people believe that, I forgot her name, and I'll get to it, but there's another actress that many people believe that's his wife as well. That's not his wife. Y'all gonna be surprised when y'all find out who his wife really is. Andrea says, first thought I had as well. He was about to reveal all types of ish. She's the close to him. So they know he may have shared those secrets with her to his wife, covering and protection. Now, the wife is definitely suspect, Nikki. The wife is definitely suspect. And I say it all the time. We got to be careful who we marry. And it goes both ways. Women, y'all got to be careful the men y'all marry. Men got to be careful the women that you marry. Here's my thing, y'all. I'm just going to keep it 100 with y'all. If I'm this major celebrity, right? And now celebrities need love too. But if my status is very, very high, I'm gonna be very, very cautious on who, when it comes to females that I entertain. Appreciate this super chat. I dreamt of him this year, had a bad feeling in it. And I'm gonna go to Jay-Z's record when he was breaking it down about the girls and the different girls that he got. And he said, the project woman, that project chick. And not to say that other women won't hold a man down, but as men, man, we gotta be careful with these women, man, because even if you're not a major celebrity, you still gotta be careful. But this wife, y'all, this wife, and things that then came out about the wife. Now, of course, the wife has some choice words. The wife says she just wished that, everybody would just leave them alone because his marriage was private. And that's why a lot of people was confused on who he was married to. The marriage was private. Now, y'all know what is saying in the gossip world. The reason why his marriage was private was because the wife was up to no good. The wife had him not revealing who she was. But let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. Salute, Lori. Chris says, yeah, he didn't show the wife or daughter. Now, originally, let me go to the news clip first. You took the words right out my mouth. Because remember, y'all, originally, you welcome, Lori. Originally, they said that Malcolm went swimming. Now, he can swim. I see you, Lexington. He went swimming. Somehow, it was an accident. He drowned, right? Then it went to his daughter was with him. All kind of different stories. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. Because I always like to have something to build off of. So let's build off of this, y'all.
All right. Now to, I think, something that surprised all of us when we saw it pop up. A stunning death of actor Malcolm Jamal Warner, who rose to fame. You know that face. He still looks exactly like Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. Investigators say in Costa Rica, he drowned after getting caught in a rough current. ABC's Victor Oquendo joins us live from San Jose in Costa Rica with the latest. Victor, it is just something I think that hit everybody because we all grew up with the Huxtables.
You're right. You either watched them grow up or you grew up with them. So overnight, here's the latest that we heard from Costa Rica's Red Cross. They're the ones that responded to the beach where this happened. When they arrived, they said that two bystanders pulled two men. Sorry about that. It's a little loud here in San Jose. Pulled two men from the water. One of them was in critical condition. The other was Malcolm Jamal Warner. Tragically, the beloved actor died at the scene.
Yes, this is Theodore Huxtable.
This morning, fans around the country mourning the tragic loss of The Cosby Show star Malcolm Jamal Warner.
You will always be my son.
Thanks, Dad.
The 54-year-old actor was reportedly on vacation when authorities say he accidentally drowned in the Caribbean Sea at this beach in Limon, Costa Rica, Sunday afternoon.
So you got two men. They said two men was pulled from the ocean. One of them was in critical condition, and the other one at the time when they pulled him out was deceased, and that happened to be Malcolm Jamal. They said that he was out there vacationing. Now, they're saying that he was running from something. Now, I'm going to rock with you, LaToya. Why is it black people never just can't pass away in peace? And this is what I said early in the demonstration. Why, when it comes to black people dying, why it just can't be, look, it was, the reason why they say why there has to be a conspiracy around it. Now, like I said, you had Jaguar Wright and many people have spoke on Malcolm Jawal's death. Some say that he was receiving threats. The wife says that he was receiving phone calls. Some phone calls that he was receiving, he didn't want her around. Like in the last month or so, she claims that, he was a little different. He was acting different. He was acting strange. Now, a lot of people were saying, and people like Jaguar Wright, they're saying, the reason why he was acting strange was because it was a hit put out on him. Now, when you think of Malcolm Jamal Warner, when you think of Theo, you just can't. I know for me, I can't see Malcolm Jamal Warner in any kind of trouble. But Bill Cosby at one time, I couldn't see Bill Cosby in any kind of trouble. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this.
A first responder from the Red Cross saying Warner and another man were swept away by a strong current, which is common in that area. Bystanders tried to rescue Warner, but by the time authorities arrived at the scene, he had no pulse. The other man transported in critical condition. The official cause of death, asphyxiation by submersion. For 8 seasons, Warner played the endearing, humorous Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, the sitcom becoming a cultural phenomenon. This morning, tributes pouring in. Tracy Ellis Ross, who played Warner's on-screen wife, writing, "You were my first TV husband. My heart is so sad. You made the world a brighter place."
Let me see what my chat's saying. Let me get my chat involved. Lexington says, the whole thing is sketchy. Nikki says, I couldn't either, but Hollywood, you never know what he may know. That's facts. But when you know too much, and remember, he rolled for Bill Cosby, no matter what, that's facts. That's facts now. If you was in critical condition, you would not be released the next day or two. Come on. That man lived a private life because of this here. Someone said they were lovers.
The actor leaving behind a wife and daughter, posting this video a few months before he passed away, a flower given to him by his daughter tucked behind his ear.
Just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile.
Warner has been transported to a facility just outside of where we are in San Jose. There will be an autopsy, but for now, this is being considered an accidental drowning.
How many of y'all believe it was an accidental drowning? Drop a 3. Drop a 3 if you believe it was an accidental drowning. Drop a 4 if, nah, Shank, it's more to it. Let's listen to the lifeguard.
Beach, where officials say a dangerous rip current swept away Malcolm Jamal Warner. The Cosby Show star drowning in secluded paradise on Sunday.
What makes that beach so treacherous?
You know, it's similar to other beaches where there are strong rip currents that are deceiving.
Mike Geist helps run a volunteer lifeguard organization here. He says while no lifeguards were on duty that day, Geist's friend, who happens to be a trained lifeguard, was there to surf and discovered Warner unresponsive in the water.
the first thing that they do is they bring him to the surface and give the emergency respirations
Right there
in the water on the surfboard. And when he didn't respond to that, my friend rapidly took him into the beach, and they immediately began CPR.
These are the first things we saw when we pulled up to the beach. Signs in Spanish and English warning people about potentially hazardous conditions. This sign even giving a roadmap for how to escape a rip current.
Why was he out there, y'all? Why was he out there? Yeah, someone said the man was his lover. Why was he out there swimming? I see you for life. Why aren't there lifeguards? I see you, EJ. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It sounds sketchy. It sounds sketchy to me when it first went down, because I was saying, okay, so because at first he was out there by himself. Then he was out there with his daughter. Now it's saying the daughter wasn't out there. He was out there with another man, and they pulled him and another man out of the water. But that's not what the first report said. I have a lot to say. Also, he hurt Regina when he kicked her out along with her son, the same son who committed suicide. Then he got married, had a baby, and boom, karma. I mean, that's facts. I mean, but my heart is with the family deeply. I mean, that's deep though now.
Costa Rica's Red Cross says they were able to rescue another man alive who was taken to a clinic in critical condition. Meanwhile, tonight, the outpouring continuing to grow.
Blue suede shoes, hit it.
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Raven Simone, who played Warner's niece on The Cosby Show, posting this emotional tribute.
He was the big brother. He was one of the most multifaceted, talented men. So gentle.
In a 2013 interview, Warner said his proudest achievement wasn't the hit sitcom, but building a life beyond The Cosby Show.
If I die tomorrow, I know I would go with a smile on my face.
And with that, Jesse joins us now live from Costa Rica. Jesse, officials say Warner's autopsy is now complete.
It was completed this morning, according to authorities, Tom, and they say that it confirmed that Warner's drowning death was, in fact, an accident. Tom?
Jesse Kirsch for us tonight. Jesse, thank you.
So, autopsy report is saying that it was an accident. Are we going to accept that? Are we going to accept that, or are we going to continue to look at it as something more? I'm trying to find something, y'all.
Police officers still on the scene, standing behind the yellow caution tape. This is the beach where the unspeakable tragedy occurred, sparking headlines, grief, and shock.
The stunning death of actor Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Breaking entertainment news, Malcolm Jamal Warner has died.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, dead at the age of 54 on a drowning accident.
Today, we're getting new details and a clearer picture into Malcolm's final moments on the day he drowned. Costa Rica Emergency Response Director Wagner Leiva's team got the 911 call from Playa Cocos Beach at 2:10 p.m. on Sunday afternoon.
Llegar al lugar, encontramos dos hombres adultos.
Malcolm, despite their best efforts, showed no violence.
This was a very strong riptide that didn't just affect Malcolm, and I don't know that even if there had been a lifeguard there, if he would have been able to have been saved.
TMZ with the final photo of Malcolm as he headed to his family vacation in Costa Rica from his home in Atlanta. The site's senior producer, Michael Babcock, giving us the latest on the situation.
Unclear if the body has been returned back stateside. It will likely be a bit delayed just because the authorities in Costa Rica are going to perform an autopsy.
1, 2, 3. Ah! There he is. He's getting up.
Their scenes together were electric. Today, Malcolm's TV dad, Bill Cosby, crushed by the news of his on-screen son's passing.
Dude, why is your shirt wide open?
That's what we heard.
Upon hearing the tragic news of Malcolm's death, Cosby's rep said it reminded Bill of the day he got the devastating call his 27-year-old son Ennis was murdered during a 1997 robbery attempt. Despite Bill's own tarnished legacy, Malcolm always thought The Cosby Show deserved its place in TV history.
The significant social impact that the show had cannot be reversed.
More celebrities reacting today as the beloved star's passing rippled through Hollywood. An emotional Whoopi on The View.
He was really a great kid.
Yeah.
He was really,
A lot of kids grew up with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? And I'm not saying that he wasn't, but why every time somebody passed away? Have y'all noticed that? Now, at one time, people would call a spade, but why when somebody passed away? Why people always say, "Oh, she was good. Oh, he was good." Oh, why? Nikki says not enough evidence. Lori says, I mean, it could always be something more. Nikki says, definitely not all the facts. Lametri says accidents does happen. And that's what I want to know. How did he get in the water? Yep. I've heard 3 different stories. He got hit in the head by a surfboard. He was trying to save his daughter. That's another thing that I heard. I heard that early on, that he was trying to save his daughter. He was sacrificed by the people the days before he drowned. Most cases, they don't want to talk ill off the dead. Every time, I guess, to comfort to the family. Guess to comfort the family. A lot of celebrities probably didn't even keep in touch, but now they hurt. Facts. Why do people say that they was? I'm not sure. This is the first time that I've heard that, he went both ways. I always thought he was, a straight male. Nothing to see here.
Yes.
And Beyonce posting on her official website, "Rest in power, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Thanks for being a big part of our shared television history."
I knew him very well. We were young together.
All right, everybody say, party till you drop.
Party till you drop.
And in 1987, Adam Sandler starred opposite Malcolm on The Cosby Show during his 4-episode stint.
Hey, Smitty, come here, man.
Just a second, fellas. I'll be right with you.
He shared his wonderful memories of Malcolm with us last night at his Happy Gilmore 2 premiere.
We hung out a bunch. He was always a very down-to-earth, special kid and very inclusive and made me feel special.
When I was about 6 years old, I told my parents that I was either going to be a famous actor, a famous poet, or a famous basketball player.
Just 3 months ago, the 54-year-old father shared with us the 3 things he always wanted to accomplish.
I am a Grammy award-winning poet. My last album was nominated for a Grammy. So, I got 2 out of the 3 dreams.
And just 2 months before his fateful trip to Costa Rica, he shared on the Hot and Bothered podcast how he would want to be remembered after his death.
I will be able to leave this earth, knowing and people knowing that I was a good person.
Rest in power, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for Malcolm Jamal Warner? Such a sad, sad case. my opinion, y'all, and I'm gonna say my opinion, even though I will say things do seem sketchy, but as of right now, I don't believe it was foul play. I don't believe it was foul play. I think with the wife, the wife is definitely, in my opinion, I don't think the wife is all the way straight with things. Let me grab what I wanted to. Excuse me. Give me a second, y'all. Appreciate you, Latoya. Give me a second, y'all. So this is what it says. All right, it says Malcolm Jamal Warner's wife has recently spoke out about his death, thanking fans for their love and support. Warner passed away on July 21st, 2025 at the age of 54 due to drowning while on vacation with his wife and daughter in Costa Rica. All right, well, who's the man? Who's the male that was out there that they pulled out of the water with him? Appreciate this super sticker, Nikki. Right? Says the wife's name has not been publicly disclosed. Why? But it is reported that she was introduced to Warner through a mutual friend. The couple had been married for several years and had a young daughter together. Warner's wife has asked for privacy during this difficult time, and fans have been respecting her wishes. Now, that is sketchy to me. Look, this is my wife, and I get it. Some people are private. However, my wife, why do I got my wife private? As a wife, why would you want your husband? You married to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I think Malcolm Jamal Warner probably was one of the most popular teenagers in TV history. I mean, he starred in probably one of the top 3 greatest family shows of all time, The Cosby Show. So you mean to tell me you married to Theo from The Cosby Show and you don't want the world to know? I ain't buying that. I'll say that. I got on my thinking cap right now, y'all. I'm on one right now. I ain't buying that. What about you all? It ain't like she was married to Shank Rock's funky ass. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody to know that I'm married to Shank Rock's funky ass. I don't want nobody to call me a funky ass. So we're going to keep it private. It ain't like she was married to Shank Rock. She married to Theo. And you want to keep that private? A wife? A wife. Come on, ladies. And we know women rules the marriages. Women rules, especially something like that. Especially something like that. I don't know too many women that's going to be married to Theo, and they're going to want to keep it private. I don't know. It says the couple had been married for several years and had a young daughter together. Warner's wife has asked for privacy during this difficult time, and fans have been respecting her wishes. Now, I can understand that. You know, it's time of death, but I'm just not buying she wanted to keep it private. Nah. And even if Theo, may his soul rest in peace, even if he wanted to keep it private, nah. Because the first thing she's going to complain about, why do you want to keep our marriage private? Because you got another wife or you got another woman? Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. And usually, I give people the benefit of the doubt. But I'm not giving his wife the benefit of the doubt. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I don't got no problem with swallowing the bullet and offering an apology. I ain't buying this, y'all. Her name is Tanisha Torres. I had to wait for somebody to say it, so they can't get me with any copyright infringement. Can't sue me because it was brought up in my chat. But you know that she goes by 2 different names, right? She's slick, in my opinion, y'all. She's slick. She's slick with it. Says Malcolm Jamal Warner's wife, Tanisha Torres, has been at the center of controversy following his death. Recent allegations suggest that Torres may have been involved in Warner's passing, with some speculating that she orchestrated the events leading to his death. Warner's mother, Loretta, has publicly accused Torres of being responsible for her son's death, citing changes to his will that favored Torres as a motive. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing about mothers, one thing about our mothers always be right. Let the chat say amen. Let the replay gang say amen. Mom Dukes always be right. When mom, especially about her children, when Mom Dukes say something, it's law. It's law. Mom Dukes knows something. Mom Dukes knows something, y'all. She says, Mother Torres, saying change to the will that favored Torres as a motive. Despite these allegations, Torres has maintained her innocence, with her representatives denying any wrongdoing. The investigation into Warner's death is ongoing, with many fans and followers eagerly awaiting updates on the case. Now, allegedly, I believe an ex-boyfriend of the wife or some other male associate of hers, and y'all can help me out. A male associate of hers was at that vacation spot. It may have been an ex. Let me come to the chat, y'all. I'm way behind. Well, me personally, I don't like being in the spotlight. So if I was married to a celebrity, I wouldn't want to be in the spotlight or in the media. Appreciate that. I personally wouldn't want to be followed by paparazzi or to have my business all over the place. I take that. Salute, say, Sasha. Sorry, allegedly, yes. Some people prefer to be private. Oh, shoot, she's really suspect then. I don't think he was by these folks just making up it. Why would she want to keep a marriage private? Why even marry? That's where I'm at. No more drama. You know, And like I said, it ain't like she was married to Shank Rock's funky ass. She married to Cleo. She married to Theo. She married to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I get it. Well, maybe she ain't with the paparazzis. Woo, 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 woo. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all see how starstruck I am about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I'm starstruck. Now, his wife? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Salute, Kajandra. I don't know. Oh, wow, this is new information now. I don't know, y'all. She might have been a beard. Amen. Facts. Amen. Yo, Shank, I have something for you in the chat to check out. Send it. If you on Instagram, send it to my Instagram, Shank Rock. Facts. Amen. Always, right? Everyone doesn't always want a camera in their face. That's true. That's true. I'll accept that. That's true. I don't know about that. That's true. I'll take that. I see you know. I will speak at this point about my husband, though. Right. It's like too much privacy. You get what I'm coming from? It's too much privacy now. I get it, but she want privacy all the way around a Monopoly board. I bet she probably wanted privacy even when they were having sexual relations. You can't put my legs up. Let me put a bag over my face. I don't want you to see my face. I mean, now you got some kind of females out here like that. You can't put me in Dougie style. I don't want this position. I can't be putting your Peter in my mouth. I mean, maybe it's me, y'all. God damn. I mean, it's suspect to me. She's suspect to me. You know what I mean? It's just suspect. We can't, when we walk down the street, we can't hold hands. I don't want your arms around me. Fuck we married for? You get where I'm coming from? Appreciate the membership, Ram. But y'all, that's the vibe that she giving me. Privacy at all the time, y'all. Like, God damn. We can't post pictures of us on social media. Something wrong. I promise y'all. And I do, and I will accept what everybody is saying about maybe she's camera shy, she don't want the cameras. I'll accept that. But I'm telling y'all, something wrong. She's suspect, is what I'm saying. She is. Nah, she ain't ugly. That's the thing about it. She ain't ugly. And shit, the ugly girl, I'll be seeing some funky ass ugly girls. You know, be showing, I mean, they be doing their thing with all these filters, all this makeup, and all these lashes, and all this other extra ish that y'all can put on y'all to make y'all look good. I can't buy it. I'm not gonna hold y'all that much longer. Then we're gonna get out of here. Now I might be wrong, y'all. I might be wrong. I get it, y'all. Listen, I get everything about keeping your private life private when you're a celebrity. I get it. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Let me put this up. Right. And I'm trying to, and I probably watched that same content creator as well, Lexington. We might have watched that same content creator. All right, y'all. Now, allegedly, I see you, Bronze. I see the chat. Now, allegedly, and I gotta say allegedly, this is his wife. All right. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Like I said, I could be wrong, but because I know the game, and I know what comes along with the game. She a baddie. I know what comes along with the game. Phony hair and all that. Lots of women forget that's not there. And the one who are tore up and put all that on, and all of a sudden you pretty only with false hair and all. And when they can't afford it, they hide. She's pretty. She looks a lot younger than him. Yeah. She does. And of course, I will be bringing updated information. This is what came up for me too. I will be bringing updated information. She's mixed. I'm sure it is his. But when married to a celebrity and you knew this, you know pictures is going to be taken. I mean, that's facts, Tina. It's come on. You're married to Theo. You're married to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's get to the potatoes, the meat and the potatoes. Hers. Yeah, they give them all those light, pretty women in the industry. Come on now. We cooking now. Now we cooking. They like them young. We cooking. The one time I've disagreed with Shank Rock, nothing to see here. I hear you, the full life. I hear you. She's a cutie pie. They traveled separately. What I saw elsewhere. Yes, everything about them was private. I mean, everything, y'all. She doesn't look like someone who hides something suspect with that. I mean, come on. Everything is privacy. Nikki says, right. I believe it's all lies. I believe he was poisoned and thrown in the water. That's why so many changed stories. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Come on. We cooking now. But that's good. You never heard about this 304 or that. I see you, Moose. I see you. It don't sit right with Shank Rock. But just because it don't sit with Shank Rock don't mean that is right. Shank Rock just ain't buying it, y'all. And when I get that feeling, 9 out of 10, I'll be correct. It's just too much. This made me so sad. He's our TV brother. Yes, I teared up. I've been with females like that. I've been around females like that. I know the game. When you got females that they want all this privacy, it's something up with them. It's something up with them. Have anyone wondering why his mom haven't spoke yet like anyone? Mom Duke spoke. Yellow. Maybe it was just his time. I was literally depressed about him. I swear I'm not buying it either. She could have been a mole. They could have set him up. We cooking now, y'all. He was pro-private. That's why he broke up with Regina King. He did not like the spotlight, but that's his wife. That's all I'm saying. It's his wife, y'all. Shank, he wanted this. I got to replay the beginning. Is he really bi? Not sure. You notice they haven't said who the man is in the water. Now they are saying he was his lover, so they can't tell us who the man is because it wasn't a man. We cooking, Rock Squad. We cooking, Rock Squad. Appreciate this, Pensy. He was choked and put in the water, in my opinion. We're gonna keep our eyes and ears to the streets on this. And I promise y'all, something ain't right with her. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. When Mom Dukes called her out. See, now if his mother didn't call her out, I'd be like, But the fact that Malcolm Jamal Warner mother called her out, she called her out. How many mothers is in the chat? How many mothers is in the replay game? When it comes to y'all children's husbands and wives, aren't y'all 9 out of 10? I'm going to say 10 times out. Ain't 10 times out of 10 y'all correct? As a mother, aren't y'all able, whatever type of woman your son is married to, whatever type of woman your son is dealing with as a mother, aren't y'all always right? Once in the purple moon, a mother is wrong. 1 out of 1,000,000 times, Mom Dukes is wrong. But when it comes to a mother, her son, and whoever her son is in a relationship with, Mom Dukes is spot on. And she's spot on. She said something ain't right. She changed the wheel. Right there. Come on, y'all. How many Matlock episodes we done saw? How many Perry Mason, Murder, She Wrote, and all of them other detective shows that we saw back in the 70s and the 80s and a little bit of the 90s? The changing of the wheel? Huh? VT says that was a lie about his mom speaking out. All right, y'all. Let's make sure we keep an eye on his case. And if y'all find something, please send it to me. If you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, just pull up in any chat and be like, Shank, I got something for you. I got something for you in the Malcolm Jamal Warner case. Salute. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I'll see everybody back at 10 p.m. tonight. Jarvis Butts finally appeared in court today. So at 10 p.m., I'm going to be chopping it up about Jarvis Butts' court appearance. Nikki says, Mel going to find it out. Where you at, Mel? Mel, I need you to take a deep dive into what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Salute everybody, and I'll see everybody back at 10 p.m., y'all. Salute. I'll leave the chat running, and y'all can hang around.